Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you noticed earlier, we were working on Trevor's truck a little bit. That was actually yesterday. He stopped by yesterday afternoon. So what we have going on is yesterday we were working on just a few minutes, kind of trying to button up some of the stuff here on Trevor's truck. So as you can see, we are well on our way to buttoning this rig up. The hood stack is pretty much done. We've got the Venturis in there, just got to tighten up the fittings on them. The hood stack also has to be cut to the right height. Basically just flush with the hood, maybe a tad higher. And then he's going to actually have a hood stack that will be mounted in the hood. So when you close it, it'll overlap over the end of the hood stack pipe here. We've still got to get the fitting in back here. Just a 1/2-inch MPT plug. Get intercooler piping hooked up. Yesterday we noticed while moving everything around, you have these little capture nuts that are in here that will hold your bolt. And on this side of the radiator for the power steering cooler, I think is what this is actually, we're missing one of the capture nuts there. But anyways, today we are gonna try to go ahead and get this thing buttoned up as far as the engine side of things goes anyways. But anyways, we're gonna start getting to work on this thing. He should be here shortly to give me a hand buttoning it up. We have a few things. We got to rob some parts off Nathan's truck to get this thing back together. Some stuff that we ran into issues with. But anyways, short list of things to do, and we're gonna go ahead and start knocking it out. So we'll keep you up to date. So we're in the middle of putting all the coolers and everything back in the truck, and then Trevor made a oopsie. Ain't that right, Trevor?
No. No. You, sir, put a hole in my radiator.
So all of your coolers are held on with basically the same size bolts. You got the bolts there. You got a bolt goes in here. Then bolts in your intercooler. Well, I wasn't thinking about the fact that looking at all these bolts, they're different lengths. And let's see if you can see. It's kind of hard to see because it's in there now. Back here, yeah, we, and by we I mean me. There you go, you can see it there. Put too long of a bolt, and now we have a hole in the radiator. So we got a pretty good relief valve here for if she builds up too much pressure. So, anyways, we're gonna ghetto this thing back together for the time being. Anyways, we got some good old JB Weld materials here, and we cut this little piece of aluminum, and what we're gonna try to do is scuff up back here on this surface and plug the hole with a whole bunch of JB Weld and other materials, and then put this plate in front of it so that the bolt pushes against it, and try to help hold everything tight, snug, in place, and secure. So anyways, just a real quick what not to do. And like I said, I'm gonna blame it on Trevor, even though he wasn't even here when it happened. So, so I'm sure it'll end up with a new radiator before too terribly long, but this will get it going for the time being.
You were chick kicked and you saw Daddy's red truck go?
Yeah.
All right, guys, so just getting buttoned up for today. Trevor had to leave, go pick up the kids from school, and I finished wiring up the electric fans, or I say finished wiring them up, finished making up somewhat of a harness. I'll show you guys what we did. So these are actually the factory electric fans out of a Nissan Maxima that Trevor had. He hit a deer, actually, and totaled it, and so he snatched these out before the tow company came and picked it up, and decided to use them on the race truck. I don't have any pictures right this second of them in the truck, but they fit pretty good. All we really had to do was, you see on the outside up here, we had to trim this section off, same thing on the other side. And then took the factory plugs that would go in here, just soldered on some wires, and just kind of made up our own little harness. And I don't have the other end hooked up to anything yet, obviously. But anyways, gonna have a harness go and plug in and just probably end up putting it on a switch in the cab. So like I said, that's also off of a 2006 Nissan Maxima, and you can actually get them new on Amazon for like 50 or 60 bucks, I think. So if they end up working out pretty good, it may be a cheap alternative for you guys instead of something like the expensive Flexolite fans or other things of the sort. Also, the belt routing on this truck. So there is no AC on it anymore. And basically just the necessities we need. The idler pulley up top. The fan pulley is still on there, but no clutch, obviously. The belt that we have, you see, is one rib too small. That's actually the fan, or I'm sorry, God knows, not the fan. That's actually the belt off of a 2010 Impala. So another kind of a oddball, but we're making it work for now. We haven't started the truck with this belt on it. It was kind of tight. It needs to be a hair looser, so we'll probably end up changing it. But for now, it is getting the job done. But anyways, other than that, we got the new fuel line on that I robbed off of Nathan's truck. We repaired my screw up on the radiator, or at least we think we did. We haven't filled it up yet. We're giving it time to cure, but hopefully that'll at least hold it for the meantime. We also put one of the seats in and kind of got an idea of what we needed to do as far as making a mount for them. And this week we're gonna try to get some material, and then we'll make up some seat brackets for it. And then I think the final thing that we did was hooked up the Venturis in the downpipe, got the intercooler piping and all on the coolers, and replaced a relay in the lift pump, or for the lift pump for the air dog that had gone out. So we replaced that, so it should be good to go. The battery was dead because some dummy, AKA me, the same one busting holes in radiators today, forgot and left the key on when I pushed the truck back the other day. And so it killed the battery. So I got the Optima charger on there now, and let it charge up. So other than that, the positives from today, we got the truck buttoned up for the most part. A couple little oddballs left, and it'll be ready to go. The new tunes are in. It's just a matter of me figuring out. I've never messed with HP tuners a whole lot, so got to figure out how to switch that stuff over to the new tunes. And then got the new tunes loaded on the dad bod. Ryan sent me a few different files, kind of bringing in torque management at different times, and also brought the launch control up to around 2,800 RPMs, which is where I needed it, and took it out. It is holding me at 2,800, right at 30 pounds of boost where I wanted it at. I put it on the, I guess you'd say, the hardest launch, so that way, you know, I could see what it would do, and I could turn it back if I need to on the launch, take a little bit off the hit. And on a no prep private road, as you can see in the videos, it just kind of squalled the tires a little bit for maybe, I don't know, 10 or 15 feet, and then went on. So ready to get it out to the track. Sometimes our liquid track isn't prepped the best, so I'm interested to see how that compares to a no prep hit. But anyways, other than that, dad bod's still running good, and the old Titanic over here will be ready to run soon. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and maybe next time we'll be doing some Bernies or something, or a skid or a donut or something interesting in Trevor's truck. So anyways, thank y'all for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.